welcome back to my second video. Since the first video had such an overwhelming response of one view by me, I figured I'd keep it going. Today I actually crawled out of a bit of a hole that I was in, and I am one into Platinum Tier 1, almost at Diamond again. And I achieved this by playing one of my other main decks, Flighty. If we take a look at Flighty, blue, white, all flyers. Everything is flying. Not a single thing on the ground. So the basic is people just can't counter that. I don't care how many plummets you have. I don't care how many flying creatures you have. You can't deal with this many flying creatures. They just get over you. They just get under you. They just avoid you. The rest of it is heavy denial. So we're running God's Willing, one of the best cards out there. Stops murders, instant kills. Light of Hope, another great one. I think I ran both of these cards in my previous deck that I showed, Sunburn. And Rally of Wings. Underrated card, especially if you're running all flight. Because a lot of times people will say, well, I'll just take the damage, it'll just go through. If you're attacking with 3 flying creatures, he says they're going to go through. That's 6 more damage on top of it because it's an instant. If you attack with everything, he says, well, I'm going to throw my counter attack at him. He's got nothing to stop me. Untap all you control. Beef him up. That's the trap card right there. That will mess things up. Quench. He wants to get that big creature out there. I love Quench. It's a cheap counter spell. It works with everything. It's only 1 blue mana and 1 regular. Always good to have. He's laying down the big boys that are costing 7, 8, 9 mana or something like that. You hit them with the Quench, or early game when they're a little bit mana starved, you just hit them with the Quench, shuts it right down. Skycat is always going to become stronger the more flying stuff you have, and we have a lot of flying stuff. He also creates tokens, which is always useful. As you can see, these are uncommon. This is rare. Uncommon, tap 2 creatures, shut down an attack, shut down blockers, let everybody through. Pretty cheap for a 2/3 flyer, not bad, and he's common. Banishing Light. Now this is exile target non-land permanent. So that's anything. That's a planeswalker. That's an enchantment. That's anything. Very useful. Unbreakable Formation. That's another game winner right there. I usually only use it with the addendum. If you cast a spell during your main phase, you put a 1/1 counter and they gain vigilance. Hence, you don't have to tap them to attack, and they're never going to die. I've been seeing a lot of Death Touch guys coming in, so even on the reverse, a lot of Death Touch guys come in. Guys think he's going to get through. Guess what? They're indestructible. That's fine. You can even swap this if you want to go less rare. If you want to go in the cheaper, put more Rally of Wings in there. It's basically the same thing, except one's an instant, one's a sorcery. They do different things. Creatures of Flying give you 1 less to cast. Boom. I mean, self-explanatory. He's a 2/2 flyer. That's fine, but you're really getting it for the flying creatures are cheaper. Winged Words, card control. 1 less if you control a creature with flying. Obviously, it's probably going to be 1 less. So it's 2 cards for 2 mana. Can't beat that. Imperial Eagle, obviously very good. If you want to run more of these in yours, just to boost them up, I have other ones in there that to change it up a little bit, because he is a lightning rod. Anytime he gets on the board, they try to get rid of him immediately. Law Mage's Binding, Flash. I mean, look at that. It's a common card. Enchant creature, can't attack and block, and its activity abilities can't be activated. 3 mana, boom. Archon of Absolution, very tricky card, underrated. So what you're getting here is protection from white, which is useful. To a 3/2 flyer. He's a little expensive, but creatures can't attack unless they're planeswalker. You are a planeswalker you control unless the player pays 1 for each of these creatures. I have run into so many guys. I see them sitting there across the board wondering. They click attack all their mana is attacked. They keep clicking attack all, and it keeps not working. They're stymied by it, especially when they throw down the big boy. I've hit them with the 1/2 on that, where they throw down the big boy. I say Quench, and they say, oh, well, shit, I have 2 extra mana. I'll pay it. They pay the 2 extra mana. Guess what? They're locked out for a turn. They can't attack. Very good at slowing the other guys down. Dungeon Geists, very good card. locks somebody up. Just locks them up. It's the same thing as having a Law Mage's Binding or a Banishing Light. So this is heavy denial. Elite Guild Mage, he is expensive for a 2/3 flying, but he has card control and life gain. I like him. He's an uncommon. Sphinx of New Prov, okay card. It's a little bit more protected. I like that it has vigilance. It's kind of got the bigger one, the 4/3. I'm not crazy about it. I sometimes swap it out for other things. Windstorm Drake, boost your flyers. I haven't been crazy about him because honestly Imperial Eagle is better. Windstorm Drake is a 3/3. He's expensive, but when you have a Warden of Evos Isles, he's not that expensive. I like to change it up. He's a little bit less common than Imperial Eagle, so people don't usually don't burn him immediately as soon as they see Imperial Eagle, which is a little bit more of a lightning rod. Everybody knows this card. Everyone's seen it. They burn him as soon as he gets out there. It's rare that I can last against anything that has any kind of removal. Again, I don't like to play too many double lands. Azorius Guildgate, whatever. Another one, a 1 pain land, and some Tranquil Coves just for a little bit of life. So that's basically the makeup. You can mix and match anything you like, but the idea is denial and flying. And let's get into some ranks. This is less gimmicky than a lot of decks. I don't really like... I've never really liked gimmicky decks that are like, oh, if you play this and this and this all together and you get this machine, you can get an infinite loop. I talked about that last time. I'm kind of old school. You know, I remember when the gimmick was Cursed Scroll. That's a throwback. You might have to look that one up. It's worth a Google. You can Google it. You know, Cursed Scroll was you named a card. It was an artifact. You named a card, and if you named the card that was in the hand of the guy, your opponent, they took 2 damage. So what people would do is they had a ton of Cursed Scrolls out. They would force draw people with cards in their hand. They'd reveal their hand or play a card that says, look at a player's hand, discard a card or something like that. And they would get these loops in where they just kept naming the same card over and over again and burning them with Cursed Scroll. I think it won a couple of world championships using that. God, back in the 90s, maybe the early 2000s. I don't even think it was the 2000s, probably in the 90s. I don't really like gimmicky stuff like that. I like to play straight decks. I like to kill them with creatures. You know, I don't really go to the janky edge too much. And I think this guy is not AFK, and he's going to just forfeit and give us the win here. Unless he surprises us. But, yeah, I like a little bit more of a standard deck. Honestly, some of the best decks that I've played, that I've run throughout my whole life, are just stuff that I kind of threw together on the fly or tweaked together on the fly. If I really plan something out a lot of times it doesn't work. Flighty was just like, hey, why don't I just throw a bunch of flying creatures together? I got a couple of them. I got the wild cards. I'll just do it. Whatever. You know, so, and it works. Like I said, I'm almost at diamond, so I've got to be doing something right. Yeah, like I said, I don't really play the meta. Looks like we have a vampire deck. Looks like mono black. Yeah, it's a vampire life gainer. That's okay. We're gonna get rid of him as soon as we can. These life gainers, when you have 1/1 counters when you gain a life, is this is pretty standard vampire tribal. I don't see a lot of variation on this. He's got that. Each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. You know what card I miss like crazy? This is going way back here. This is getting the magic way back machine. Dark Ritual. Pay 1 black mana, you get 3 black mana. That made black so fast, so resilient. I mean, it really was broken. It just gave you free mana for no reason, which is, I mean, is broken. You shouldn't be able to do that, but it just was so much fun. All right, let's play a little bit with his expectations here. He's already telling me good game, so he thinks he is completely won. We will disabuse him of that fact. And then we will play an unbreakable formation, and we will attack him. We will at least get some damage on the board here. He's going to play Gravewalker again, but you can't attack me for this turn, can you? No, and you're not going to attack either. And, you know, let's surprise him. Let's surprise him. We gain some life. We've got some breathing room here. We'll surprise him with the Light of Hope. He might be clever. He might not do it. He's wondering what I'm doing. Why would I just throw my 4/4 out there for no reason? Yeah. It's delicious shiny bait, isn't it? Delicious shiny bait. Take the bait. I hate when guys take a long time. They're very generous with time on this, but I've never had to take as much time as they give you to make my move. I kind of shoot from the hip. Maybe that's why I lose as much as I do, but you kind of have I've never understood why people take such a long time. You have the other person's turn to plan your entire turn. And that's what I don't understand. When I played with guys, when I played with guys in person and stuff like that, their turn would like sneak up. I guess they were so close to watching what I was doing, but I mean, if I say, well, I'm playing Raging Goblin, and then, Thunderbolt or whatever, I don't know why you couldn't have been thinking about what you were going to do. I don't really get it. I guess you're so focused on what the other person is doing, but, I mean, guys look at their hands when it comes their turn like they've never seen the cards before. Oh wow, oh, look at this, oh, look at all the, oh geez, oh, I guess it's my turn now. Let's see, what is this one? Oh, okay, let me read that. Okay, and if like you put the cards in your deck, do you not know what they do? You should just know from the title what they do. This bottom part here is for the other person to read if they want to know what it does. It's not for you. You should have read it before the game and know exactly what it does. I don't know. I'm just bitching at right now. I sound like an old man, but maybe I am. I've played so many guys, and that's the one thing about what I do like about Arena, is I've played so many guys that don't understand how cards work or didn't read the card right, and they're like, oh, but this says that, I gain 4 life, destroy an enchantment, and put a 1/1 counter on a target. So I'm going to do all that. I'm going to gain the life. That guy's going to get 4, and I'll destroy it. And I'm like, no, it says choose one. And they're like, oh, it says choose one. Oh, I thought that card was really powerful for 1 mana. And it's like, guy, what are you even doing, man? Like, you should know your cards. You put together a deck. What were you doing in the meantime? You were just... You playing Call of Duty while you're doing it? Like, what? I just don't get it. When guys are just confused by their decks. And these weren't like kids either. These were like grown men. Like, just shocked at what cards did that they had never read before. It's, I don't know. Who knows? Either way, we'll catch him napping. We'll kill this guy and take the Gravewalker. And I'm pretty sure he's dead now. I am pretty sure he's dead. No, he's not dead. And I'm not going to attack. If I get unbreakable formation, he'll die. I don't think he's going to attack, though. Because I can kill... Okay, well, it's tapped, so I can't block. Yeah, let it go. You don't need to attack. But they all have vigilance. They got a +1. We're going in heavy. At the very least, he's going to lose his Spirit Walker. And he doesn't have power to come in after me, and I've got all my blockers lined up. Because he's indestructible. So he's got 1 life. He can throw all 3 at me. It's not going to make any good. Unless he's got a board wipe, he's screwed. Yeah, that's a 4/5. It's still not powerful enough to get through. So he might have some other tricks up his sleeve. Obviously, we have to block all of this. We'll block that with that. We'll block that with that. And we'll block that with that. Yeah, we'll give him a good game. He good gamed me, like, as soon as he got that Grave Walker out, like it was just over. Yep. That's a quit. Yeah. Pride goeth before the fall, buddy. Don't good game me just because you get your monster card out. It means nothing. You're playing blue-white. You don't think I got some denial in here or some return to your hand? Unsummon is 1 blue mana. I mean, I don't know. Level up. I still haven't bought the season pass. I'm this far in the season. So I worked it out. Here's a funny thing about the season pass. I'll tell you the trick. Everyone buys it at the beginning of the season. You want to buy it at the end. You want to see how far you get. Because at the beginning of the season, when you're right here, said, oh, look at all this stuff I could get. And then something happens and your computer breaks or something happens and you can't do it. And you only get to about here, and you've wasted your money because it's not worth all the packs that you didn't get and didn't get and didn't get. So I figured out you get to about 50, as many packs and gems and coins as you have is worth more than the 3,400 gems to spend to unlock the Mastery Pass. So, because I don't really buy cosmetics, I think they're pointless, especially in a game where the cards actually do something and cosmetics don't do anything. So it's $20 to buy the Mastery Pass. With that in mind, if you just wanted to buy a bunch of packs, $20 will get you 15 packs. And at that point, at 50 in the Mastery Pack, you'll get about 15 packs for $20. You'll also get a bunch of extra gems. You'll also get a bunch of cosmetics and token entries, free draft entries, which makes it worth it at that point. Let's do another round of Flighty. But yeah, that's my season pass trick. That applies to any game. You know, you see all that stuff that you want. You're like, oh, that's cool, that's cool, that's cool. Well, I can grind to that. Don't grind to it because it shows you your progress. If game companies were smart, they would... a different model would be hide the progress from you and don't tell you how far you are in it. It's a tricky thing to do, but it's a little bit loot boxy. But people buy loot boxes anyway, so it's all sort of stupid. But yeah, I wouldn't always recommend to somebody, if you want to buy a season pass or something, wait till like the last 3 days of the season, see how far you've gotten in it, and then buy it. And a lot of times, you know what I've done with games too? They'll be like, only 3 days left in the season pass. Get it now at a discounted price. And they'll do it because they didn't make their quota or whatever that corporate set up for them, that they have to sell this many season passes. And so they don't care, so they knock $5 or $10 off it or something like that, and you can pick it up for that. So I usually don't even wait. I usually wait a really long time to get season passes until I really feel like I'm getting my money's worth out of it. Green, blue, red. He's hexproof. That sucks. He's hexproof as long as he's on tap. So as soon as he attach me, I'll bind him. He's thinking about, yeah. Well, he could have a counter, so... You know, I'll throw it out there. Why not? Cards are meant to be played. If you don't, if you're not playing your cards, see, there you go. It says, oh, I use a counter spell on somebody, but the thing is, you use the counter spell. You're not using it again. It's burned up, so... You're shooting bullets. So, guess what? Now he's locked. Ha, he doesn't untap. And I got Gust of Wind, which is unnecessary. I'll Gust of Wind. If he puts anything else down, I'll just Gust of Wind it and hit him again. I got Gust of Wind and Vanishing Light. I don't want him to get whatever he's got cooking up. He's got a ton of mana and all kinds of crazy stuff. He's got 3 colors. Do not want him getting whatever it is that he plans on doing. Okay, I know we got a little bit more creatures. Do I want to save the Gust of Wind and Banishing Light? I'll put the Archon out there. And we'll swipe him. See, the Archon is useful. There's question of no, we'll take the 4. We don't need it. Bye-bye. We don't need to boost anybody. Nope. I'll just go for it. Yep, he's screwed now. There's nothing he can do. I slowed him down too much. Yep. You're out of it, buddy. This denial, blue-white denial, my buddy taught me the mystic art of blue-white denial a long time ago. And it served me well for a long time. I've always been a fan of blue. That's a useless card. And I really like... Because white has so much denial, so much lockup, banishment, and different stuff like that. Blue is obviously all denial. When you put them together, you can just basically... And white also has all those different kind of protections. You can set up a white-blue deck just to basically troll people. I mean, it's a total troll deck. It can't even win. It just frustrates people. It just makes the game like not able to be played because you're just spamming. No, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. That you can't have that. I'm countering that. I've seen guys play those decks just to get people's goat. I mean, just to screw with them, which is fun. And even a lot of times they get beat eventually. But the guy spent 40 cards to do it, and he's just so frustrated. But that was the kind of environment I was playing in. Guys made decks just to mess with other guys. You know, guys would go in, they'd come out, and they'd be like, I got this deck, it's all set up to do this, blah, blah, blah. Man, this thing is tight. It's invisible, sharp as a razor. You don't even know. Dudes come out, boom, 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 pop everybody off, and dudes would be like, all right, I'll tell you what, I'm going to see you tomorrow. Go back inside and build something that just ripped it apart because everything has a weakness. So that was kind of the point, is it was always an arms race. There's no deck that can beat everything aside from Mono Red Burn. Aside from whatever Mono Red Burn is at the top of the meta. But that's what I really like playing, is these kind of anti-meta decks that kind of kind of screw with the meta enough that they can get by and get into the higher tiers, because it's just just going online, reading a deck. Oh, okay, I can just put these cards in a big pile and I'll win. That's not fun to me. I mean, part of it is messing with the experimentation and the learning, how to do it, how to put it together. That's part of the enjoyment, is not just like reading a deck off the net, spending all this money on cards. I mean, you can spend $100 on gems, open pack after pack, get every single card, put all the mythics in a big pile, and just win. But like, why? What is the point? I guess people get some enjoyment out of that, but I mean, I just don't get, like, if I play Call of Duty a lot, so if Call of Duty had an option like you can spend $100 in Call of Duty and you get a gun that instantly kills everybody, and then you don't ever die. Like, I guess there are people that just buy that gun and spam the hell out of everybody, but what would be the point? The point of the reason you bought the game Call of Duty is to play the game Call of Duty. Like, why would you just spam? Why would you just spam stuff that is just going to make you insta-win? That's not fun. You bought the game to play the game, so I've never understood. I guess if you're competitive, you're so competitive that, you're playing to the, this is why we have God's Willing. Yeah, buddy, it's immune to black. No, I don't want a mana. How many? Yeah, he drew 3 of those right off the muscle. Before he gets any farther, we're going to take out that... We don't need to be taking that extra thing. You coming in, buddy? You swinging? You swinging, buddy? Yeah, you didn't think I was going to recover, did you? I'll block him. He's immune to black. Oh, another freaking man. Alright. Oh. Let's banish him. Let's swing him. Why not? I'll take the 1 from Footlight Fiend. If I can actually draw some cards that do things instead of mana, that would be great. That would be really great. It's just a black-red Reenie with Cavalcade of Calamity. To put that extra pressure on. I'm not worried about getting this life this low. As long as I can draw... Don't be a mana. Oh, that's not good. He can do 2 damage next turn. We'll just hold steady. I don't want him throwing a boost. Sudden Claws or whatever the hell that card's called. But he's going to scry, so he's going to be able to pick what he wants. If he kills that, I can put down Unbreakable Formation. I lose the bonus of the addendum bonus, but it doesn't really matter if it's going to keep my 1 creature alive. I don't really understand that, but okay. I guess it'll untap on your turn. You can use it again. I'm going to scry again. You pulled a lot of the same stuff right away. Oh, another mana. We might be in trouble here, boys. We might be in trouble here, boys. Got all the mana in the world out of here. I can't get a card. I can't get a creature card. Yep. Them's the breaks. He's got 3 of them out. I have no way to block them all. He's going to kill me. So, we'll let that one go, and we'll do one more. Always when I get close. When I get close to diamond, I can't touch it. I'll try one more. It's well past midnight at this point. I play this in the middle of the night. That's what I like, when it's dark. When it's quiet. I don't know, I do stuff during the day, so... Nighttime is the right time. Plenty of mana, plenty of creatures, and all the spells. Good hand. I don't understand that. I don't understand why people play Flash. I guess so they don't have the mana tapped on their turn, but sometimes people flash stuff for no reason other than to flash it. Hey, look, I can do it, so I'm just going to do it. Alright, he's got some speed here, so let's get the cat bird out. Thought about making... You know, there's a lot of cats in Ikoria. I thought about making an all-cat deck, but the colors are kind of all over the place. A cat tribal. And I've seen some videos online and stuff like that where they say, oh yeah, cat tribal can work, it can work. But honestly, if I'm going to make a tribal, I'm going to make a dragon tribal. I guess you'd call this flying tribal. I don't know what the color scheme is. Everybody always uses the modern. Oh, it's Mardu or whatever they use from the names of stuff from the old Fate Rewritten stuff that came out a couple of years ago. They always, if it's tricolor, they call it Mardu or Jeskai or something like that. Oh, that sucked. I needed him. He was going to go up to 3. That's what I love about Cat. If you put a flying creature down, he gets 1/1, and then if you put this down, he gets 1/1. Ooh, he's got a lot of burn. He's got a lot of burn. Well, he's about to get locked out with Dungeon Guys, so he can throw the burn. There is an upper limit to how much burn you can throw down. There is so much burn. You can only have 4 of each card in the deck, and eventually you need to start having creatures. So people throw their burns out kind of too quick sometimes. If they're running burns, they're excited to have them. I'm gonna burn everything comes that way, but you know, a deck is like a gun. You only have so many bullets. See, that's another one gone. I got more though, and it's not gonna untap. So, if you're going to play a card, I'm going to tap your buddy. I'll save that 1 damage that you're going to do.
You've never seen anything like this.
Finally got a God's Willing, so all that burn's going to stop real quick. We'll be able to deal with that burn a little bit better. This is not that bad. Planeswalkers, people... I'm not a big Planeswalker fan either. To me, that's a new mechanic. That came out in like 2010 or some crap like that. That's brand new. I mean, I played 15 years without Planeswalker, so to me, it's like, you know, I know there's guys coming up that they've never known the game without Planeswalkers, but that's not the case for me. Okay, that's good. He's gonna draw a card. Okay. So you got any more burn ready? We'll attack. We'll attack you, buddy. Got something nasty up there. Opt. Just card control. Servo token. He's trying to make a copy on the end of turn of another thing. So I'm thinking maybe he's got a crystalline golem or something like that. Or he's looking for a crystalline golem that he's going to copy and make another crystalline golem on it. I don't know. I don't know what his game plan is. Other than just burn. Oh, lava coil. Oh my, he didn't do anything on that turn. That's a bit unusual. He might counterspell that. He might have one, I don't know. He had Op Shock and Lava Coil, which are all pretty standard. If you're running pretty standard, you probably have a counterspell somewhere. And now he's at a loss of what to do. He's there, he's mousing over my cards, so he's active, he just didn't go AFK. Unsummon, okay, that's when we play this. There we go. You can play something else on it? Keep burning them cards up, man. Get them out of your hand. Shoot those bullets. There we go. There we go. Keep playing stuff, buddy. This was a bad card to unsummon because every time I put it in, I get 3 life and draw a card, so I don't know why the hell he chose that card that's going to pump me up again. That was a misplay on his part, in my opinion. And he burned so much crap trying to get his stuff through. He burned in a gate and an unsummon. Yeah, it's not a good idea, bud. Just hold steady. Got more mana. There's the counter spell that I was waiting on. He's got a lot of card control. I'll give him that. We're gonna go in on her. We got the 5. We got the 5 to knock her out, so we'll just knock her out. He can do 4 with his little, Oh, he's gonna double block me. That's fine.
Enough!
There's a lot of burn in this deck. A lot of burn. Let's see, a lot of instants. What else? We got a lava coil in there too. 4 damage. Not a big deal. As long as this isn't a mana will be in. Oh, there we go. See? That's what I'm talking about. 10 mana out. 10 mana out, 5 creatures. That's good to see. 8 creatures. 18 cards played. 10 of them was mana. And there's another mana, and that's game. So yeah, I mean, we got fucked by the guy's RNG with that one. Now he's gonna kill me. He drew very well, and I drew all kinds of mana. Mana for days. Oh fuck it, we'll go one more. I like to end on a high note. For some reason, when I play and I don't record, that's when I do amazing. That's when I get these 4 or 5. Last night I fought my way. This afternoon when I was playing at lunch, I fought my way back up to Tier 1 Platinum from way back in Tier 2 Platinum. But I wasn't recording because I was just kind of messing around, and I did great. Well, what are you gonna do? This is a decent hand. that got 2 out of the way. Hopefully the next one will be a land. And it's not. We'll just throw him out there. Right? Tap 2 creatures, but we just gotta play cards. Ooh, don't like him. Yeah, you create way too much stuff with that. So we will go ahead and banish that. Yeah, this card here, I've played against. This gets out of control. At the beginning of your upkeep, you get one of these. Trample and Haste, Lifelink and Haste, or when it comes into the battlefield, deal 1 damage. Too much. Too many options. Too much stuff. You can build a whole deck around Outlaw's Merriment, in my opinion. Yeah, that's one that's... You got to get rid of that guy quick. Any card that looks like it's a goddamn novel on the area where you got to read, where the rules area is usually a bad sign. When it starts looking, it's like this is a tough card because it starts getting real long. But when you have text that's just, you got to start using your scroll wheel to look at it. Generally, that's going to be a problem because there's just too much. There's too many rules. There's too much variety. There's too much you can do with it. And versatility is the name of the game in Magic. You need to be able to do a lot of different things. You need to do one thing amazingly well or a couple of things pretty good. Because it's impossible to do everything amazingly well. Unless you're playing a gate deck. Then you can do everything. Those gate decks, I'm glad those gate decks are going to be going away. Oh my god, I did not like them. One Mage's Binding. Oh. Well, I'm going to have to discard anyway, so I might as well play something. I need an island. See, he's got walls or something that he's trying to build up here, and it's meaningless because I have flyers, so. It's on a hope, so he's probably trying to generate life gain or something like that. Oh god, I really need a mana. And I discard a card. You know what? I'm going to get rid of an Archon. I don't want to play any of these. I have 2 Archons. I don't need them both. It's real nice because those Archon abilities, obviously, they stack. So when somebody has to pay... I built a white life gain deck where, you know, you can get 2 or 3 Archons out and they have to pay 2 or 3 mana per attacking creature. It's not good news for them. It's not good. He'll draw a card here, I'm sure. I don't know if he'll generate. No, you don't have enough to generate a token. Knight's Charge, so he's trying to build some knights. He's kind of slow going, but lucky for him, I am too, because I'm mana starved right now. Oh, man. Okay. Discard a card. I have 2 Dungeon Geists. Foretold. Let's get rid of that. I think he needed that. I think he needed that out there, and I think he is not happy that that is gone. Oh, Okay, here we go. Draw a card and gain 3 life. Boom. Okay, now we're talking. Now we can start sticking and moving. Oh, see, that's not good. But what we can do is get this Sphinx a new prong. He kind of played that a little early. He's going to make a rogue. It's going to deal 1 damage to me. See, even I'm pretty happy with what I did. I'm pretty happy with what I did there because even I locked it out for so long. He'd have so much crap down on the board if I hadn't locked that out. I don't know how many turns went by, 4 or 5 turns. So he had 4 or 5 token creatures out. Hopefully I'll get another lockup or a destroy. I'll get a destroy enchantment card here in a second. He's really setting up to do something big, but he might be dead by then. Because if I get him out, he's going to take 5 damage and be down to 6. I'm not worried about, because I have a Lawn Mage's Binding and a Dungeon Guy, so if this guy comes out, he's locked up. And now he's asleep at the wheel. His devotion to black right now is 1, 2, 3. So he needs 2 black to get out devotion. Now this guy's completely asleep. He had to go take a piss. He's going to use a timeout. He's got no timeouts left, so he's got another 30 seconds to do something. Oh, he's back. There we go. Well, let's get rid of that Doom Foretold. Okay. And let's get this Arcana Absolution out there. I don't have any knights yet, so I'm not sure what the knight's charges are for. Yeah, give me 3. I'm at 22, guy. I don't really care. Dungeon Geist. We'll lock him up. We don't need multiple of those guys going in. And we still have the God's Wound. He tries to do any direct damage. He's going to make another one. He's going to come at me for 3. Don't care. Still at 19. We had to get rid of that Doom Foretold. You're sacrificing a creature, an enchantment every turn. And if you can't, they gain life and put a knight out. I mean, this is what I'm talking about, stacking a bunch of... Look at this. Look at this. Rare, rare, rare. Mythic rare, and rare. And mythic rare. So you're just stacking a bunch of super powerful cards in a giant pile and just throwing them at the other guy and hoping it works. I don't get it. Because there's not really a clear focus for this deck. It's kind of a lot going on. Target creature gets -2, -1 until the end of turn. Okay. You just don't want me to block with it? I don't really care about taking the 3. I don't know why you damaged yourself. Okay, buddy. Get Sovereign. And Law Mage is binding. You can't attack. And God's Willing is ready in the wings in case you try to fuck with it. Oh, and goodbye. Alright, that was a nice pile of mythic rares that you had, guy. It did not serve you very well. I don't even think I had a rare out on the board, but it just goes to show you, that kind of strategy is, I mean, it works sometimes, but not really. But anyways, that was Flighty. It's a pretty tight deck. You can make it for cheap, which is what I encourage people to do. I just disagree with you don't need the Hallowed Fountain. As you can see, I barely used that for that reason, but it's just there in the clutch. This is rare. This is rare. And this is rare. Okay, everything else, you could probably replace it with uncommons. You could get away with getting rid of Unbreakable Formation and just putting more Rally of Wings, honestly. Dungeon Geist is kind of important. If you had to pick a rare, I'd pick that one. Skycat Sovereign, any other flying creature, is pretty good. You can replace it with Imperial Eagle and not miss a step. And what was the other rare that I had in there? Skycat, yeah, Skycat. The rest is kind of common and uncommon. I don't have that many things, but yeah, it's definitely a solid deck. It's just overwhelms people with flyers, and the few flyers or things that they try to get out to stop them, you just deny them. But anyways, that was the video. It is officially past 1 o'clock, and I'm going to go to sleep. I hope you have a good morning, night, evening, whatever you got. I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.